Everybody, my name is Courtney Palladino. I am a two-star platinum with Evolution Archer Travel, and I am the team leader of Team World Explorers, which includes 7 other platinum teams within World Explorer organization. And today we're going to go over how to book a travel vacation for your clients on a package on Vax Vacation Access. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So for those of you who are on live, you can unmute. For questions. For those of you who are watching the recording, you'll be able to ask questions in your team chats or your Mentor Gold or Platinum leader. Okay, so I am on Vax Vacation Access. You can access this about 4 to 7 days after you put in the supplier request. After that, you'll have full access to Vax Vacation. For those of you who are just chiming in, make sure you come in and mute yourself once we have questions. Okay, perfect. So I believe I have Miss Judy on. Miss Judy is a travel agent. And I know, Miss Judy, if you want to go ahead and put in the chat box the details of a trip that you have for your client, or if this for yourself, either one, go ahead and put in the chat box the full details. We're going to need, is this a flight and hotel? Is this where you're departing from? Is this one room? How many adults? How many kids? Then departure and return date. So when you guys, while we're waiting for Miss Judy to do that, guys, go ahead and just make note of that, because when you're qualifying your clients, you need to have all the proper information in order to input all the information onto the system. And it doesn't matter if it's Vax Vacation, Carnival, wherever, you still need to qualify them so you know what to put in, right? Because without it, then we're kind of doing a guessing game as to, I don't know how many rooms. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 2 people in a room, maybe it's 4. Instead of doing the assuming, go ahead and just ask your client. Okay, so while we're waiting for Judy to go ahead and do that, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just give you some outlines here. Okay. And then, or Judy, you can unmute if you need to as well. So on Vax Vacation, there's reservations, we have offers, all your suppliers here, destinations, education. So yes, we're doing trainings with you live from our team, but as you can see, Vax Vacation does their own trainings as well. And of course, there's called the Compass, so you can get the Compass magazine, and there's a lot of other extra tools here as well. Okay, as you see, there's other things here like 50% certificate scholarships. You can read about that. How to get 50% off our RIU, RIU hotels. We have upcoming webinars, which is also in their education portion as well. And you have all these best offers. And there's always a whole bunch of other things in here as well that you can definitely, go ahead and take a look at. As you see, there's even this one. Save 30% off, which is July 17th on Discovery Cove. And Discovery Cove's in Florida. It's an amazing, amazing place, super fun. Let's see if I can unmute Judy here. And if not, we'll go ahead and just wait. So you can pick any of these suppliers. All these suppliers are different companies. Now, there's not something where which one's going to be the best one. They're all about the same. But if you're going specifically for Southwest, then yes, you can do specifically for, Southwest. Same thing with like Sesame or SeaWorld, okay? FunJet's usually about the, same as Apple Leisure. So they're all going to be the same. There may be a slight difference in cost, but again, they're each their own separate company, okay? Okay, and if Judy, if you, and I think you're unmuted, Judy.
Oh yeah, I'm unmuted.
Okay, hi.
Hi, I'm sorry, I was driving and I pulled over, so now I'm still typing.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so on here, are you looking for a flight and a hotel?
Yeah, so we're going to Vegas. We would like to go to Vegas. From the 14th.
So you're going to be my client, okay? So okay. We need a flight and hotel. You are departing from what location?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay. And you were going to Las Vegas, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how many rooms?
2 rooms.
2 rooms. And how many adults in each room?
2 adults.
Okay. Are there any children?
No children.
Okay. And what are the dates?
So it's going to be from the 15th to the 18th
of
I'm sorry, September.
September, okay. So 15th to the 18th. Okay, so I have leaving Louisville, Kentucky, going to Las Vegas, 2 rooms, 2 adults in each room, departure on the 15th and returning on the 18th. Okay, so at this point, guys, then you can click search. Now that we've put in all the information, we're just gonna click search. Joy Willis, yes, you have to do a supplier request form. If you haven't gone to new agent orientation, I would suggest either watching the recording of it or going to the live session. Okay, so on here, now that we have all the locations for Las Vegas, I always start with lowest to highest. Now with my clients, I always ask them, are you wanting to stay on the strip? Maybe there's a totally different area in Las Vegas that they're going to, because we're not quite sure exactly what they're doing here. It's not always the strip, right? Most of the times it is. So we'll have to ask our clients. So Joy, are you wanting to stay on the strip?
Oh, wait, did you say Judy? Are you? Oh, we probably, yes.
Okay. Now you can always ask your client if there's any specific, resort that they're really wanting, if they're wanting to stay on the strip. Now this is going to tell you exactly if it's on the strip or not. Most of the time on the left-hand side, you can filter it of where you're wanting to go from. As you can see, like you want to stay near the Hoover Dam or you want to steer near Red Rock. So it's going to tell you. Now this one actually says the strip. So we're really just going to narrow this down and take out everything else except for everything that's on the strip. So it makes it a little bit easier for you. Instead of going through all of these, you just click strip and it only gives you the strip options. And I put it from lowest cost to the highest cost, right? And of course, there's reasons why we have 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, right? So I usually don't go for the 2-star options because they're not, probably not the best in reviews. So it kind of just depends. Now, because I live here, I kind of know, but even if you don't live here and you don't know what's on the strip, where's the best place to look for a Las Vegas strip map? Anybody know? Google is going to be your best friend when it comes to, finding the best, for the Las Vegas Strip map. So we have the Westgate, Silver Suns, we have Palace Station, which is, it still says off the strip. So you just make sure you have all the information, right? Same thing. 6.6 miles from on the strip. Holiday Inn Club Vacation. Okay. Sahara, Fort Queens, Rio is a little bit off the strip, so it's not too bad as well. So having to kind of go through and see what's going to be the best. Resorts World is one of their newest locations. So as you can tell, I kind of did it from low to high. So even at Resorts World, that it's still, about a mile away from the strip, it's going to be a little bit of a cheaper option. And you always don't have to go and, click this. Even if I unclick it, it's still going to bring me to all the hotels in Las Vegas, and I can still kind of do, the same thing. It's just not narrowing things down for me. It's putting everything in as well. So even if Rio was okay for my client, it's still a little bit off the strip. It's not too bad. It's still a good option because it's at a lower cost here. As I go further down, obviously, the more it's going to cost. So it's going to depend on what my client wants and needs. And where they're wanting to stay. Are they wanting to stay near the middle of the strip, like on the strip? You kind of have to just go off of that.
Courtney, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You mentioned that when you got to the first one, you said it's a little off of the strip. What was the indicator? Because it didn't have strip on there, or what that lets you know that it's.
But it doesn't say on the strip. Says
okay, that's what I thought. I saw that on the other. Okay, I see that there. Okay.
Off the strip. So depending on where off the strip is, it may not be that far. It tells you the miles as well. It tells you the miles from the airport and how far it is. If you click on the strip, then it's going to tell you how many miles you are from on the strip. So if I click on the strip, it tells me exactly how many miles it is on the strip. So 1.7 miles from the strip. So Judy, are you wanting to stay pretty close on the strip? And so you can get out?
Yeah, I was thinking about where the Flamingo and that circus kind of right in there. So
Right, so if we're going that route, if you're looking here, Westgate, okay, Sahara, Rio is a little bit off the strip. As you see, it's only 0.8 miles from the strip, so that's still not bad. So that could be an option, right? So even if we were to click Rio and just take a look. And again, it's still like fairly close to the strip here. So you can see the amenities, the room types, the dining options, the activities, and of course your reviews as well. It'll tell you if you're earning any percentage off, if they're earning anything extra. So it's telling you One King strip view, so you get the view, non-smoking, book early, save up to 5%, right? So no extra dollars. If you want the mountain view, still no extra dollars, right? So one, we can choose this and just choose it for now because I'm going to show you how to go back and choose a different one. So if we want the strip view, king bed, right? One king bed. Or did you need two beds in the room?
all right, one king is fine.
And this is just to show you, because now we have the hotel, it's going to bring you to the flight information here. So it's going to give you all the flights. Now, if your client doesn't want a specific flight, then you can narrow it down by airline here on the left side. So if it's like, oh, I don't want Spirit, right? Then you can choose all the options except for Spirit. So right now it's giving me everything. So it's showing me Spirit for nonstop at 6:30 in the morning, getting to Las Vegas at 7:39. Yes, it's a 4-hour travel time, but it's non-stop. So that's going to be the cheapest option here. You can obviously choose a different time if you want, if you needed to leave at a later time because you have work, so you're having to ask your client, are you wanting to leave late or you need to leave, earlier? So it's just qualifying them for what they're wanting. So Judy, are you wanting to leave early? Are you wanting to leave late because you have something to do in the daytime?
I'm sorry, I didn't see you go from where you were to the flight.
Well, all I did was click Rio. I just clicked the hotel and it brought me to here.
Oh, you just clicked the hotel and then it brought you to the flight area?
All of these suppliers, guys, it's the same as if you weren't a travel agent. You're just clicking on what you want and it takes you to the next spot. That's all it is.
Okay, I thought there was a certain area for the flight. But yeah, so just wanted to leave probably early.
So this one is a Spirit flight. It leaves at 6:30 in the morning, getting to Vegas about 7:40 in the morning. It's a nonstop. It's the other ones are obviously more cost, but it's going to determine if you're okay with a Spirit flight. So is a Spirit flight okay?
Oh, no, not really. I don't really
You don't
care
want
for
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yes, so that means you have to go on here on the left-hand side and click all the other airlines and it'll take out Spirit.
Okay.
The next option for the lowest cost is American Airlines because I did from my low to high cost. If you're wanting an early time, then it'll change it. I can change it to the earliest time. But if you're going from low to high, the next one is American Airlines, right? Yes, it's an extra cost because you're doing at a different airline. It's only an hour layover. Okay, your client doesn't have to do flights with you if they don't want to. That's fine. If they have points that they want to use, you have to have them do that separately. Okay, so they have all of these options here. The best cost-wise would be American Airlines leaving at 6:11 in the evening. But if you're wanting to leave early, the next one would be United Airlines leaving at 6 a.m., getting to Vegas at 9:30 in the afternoon. Excuse me, 9:30 in the morning. So, because the other ones are about a little bit longer layover times. Then you have an option of an economy seat or a refundable. Obviously, this is non-refundable. If your client wants a refundable ticket, they'd have to pick a refundable ticket. So for now, for time's sake, we're just going to go ahead and choose this option and select. All I did was select the 6 a.m. to 9:30. It's an hour layover time. Just having me refresh. And then it's going to take you to going home, right? Same thing. Okay, going home from the lowest to the highest on United. We'd be leaving at 7 a.m., getting home at 10 a.m., but it's a 7-hour layover. And I don't think anybody wants to stay somewhere for 7 hours at the airport. So of course, then you're having to pick a different option when it comes to the layover times. If they don't mind leaving, staying 2 hours at the layover, that's fine. If they don't want that, then the shortest one looks like it's about an hour, 7 a.m. to 4, right? So it's having to ask them what time do they want to leave? Do they not mind leaving in the morning? If that's the case, then sure, this one's a pretty good option. Or if they want to leave a bit later, that's okay. But again, it's the layover time. You're going from one side of the country to the other side. Okay. So we're going to choose this one just for time. Okay, so now it shows me my flight. It shows me my hotel, that each room has a king bed, non-smoking. Now on the right-hand side, it shows us the price per person, which is about $1,170.36 per person. That's 4 people. It tells me 62 days until departure. And it's going to give me a booking administration. If I click on this, it's going to tell me how much the commission is. So $202.18. I can add commission on here if I want. So if I want to add, I don't know, $50 to it, I can. That means I'll earn more commission money. So you can kind of add more commission if you like. You won't get that up front. You have to still wait for that commission. Okay. So it's also going to give you an email print. You can email this to yourself. Okay. Now, does anybody know why or why I would not want to email this to my clients? Should I or should I not email this to my clients? It gives everything they need. Flight.
Do not email.
I'm sorry.
I would say, yep, do not email it to the client.
Why would I not email?
Because that's something that you would want to email it to yourself, because then they have all the information they need. If they don't need you anymore.
Correct. They don't need you anymore. You just spilled the beans. It's like, okay, thanks, right? So then, okay, Judy has everything that she needs. So why do that? You can email this to yourself. I don't even email it to myself. Really, I'm just getting the flight times. Okay, leaving Louisville at 6, getting to Vegas at 9:30. There's about an hour, about an hour layover in Chicago. Next, right? Going home. You've got Las Vegas Strip. I don't even give them the full name of the hotel, right? Because I don't need them shopping around. If they're shopping, then I don't need to waste time. Time is money. Las Vegas Strip, 2 rooms, 1 king bed each room, strip view, non-smoking. That's what it is. How much is it? This is how much it is. It was $1,170.36 per person. And here's a couple of photographs, right? That's all you're needing to put. You can call them and create urgency as well. So either way you can do it. You can email them, right? Flight times, okay, hotel on the strip. This is what you get in your room. This is how much it is per person. Here's 3 pictures of the room. Done. You can make it as fancy as you want. You can make it as simple as you want. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Don't spill the beans. Don't spill the beans. So on here also, okay, if I go to the checkout, I click checkout. Now, if you're using Vax Vacation and it's under 21 days, you have to comply with Archer Travel's 21-day booking procedure. So just make sure you let your mentor know. So for further instructions on that. But it gives us the departure, the return. Guys, you can unmute. Return, departure time, the hotel. I can change the room if I want to change it now. I can change it. Tells me how much extra. Okay. It's also going to tell me the second room. So if I wanted 2 rooms, what if I wanted a 2 queen in this one and the other one only a 1 bed? I can change it. Okay. Tells me the hotel advisories. Okay. So there's a $39.95 per night per tax per room will be charged at the hotel. Okay, cancellation policy, there's penalties unless you get travel protection. Okay, the cancellation deadline for the hotel is September 13th. If not, you get a penalty of 1 night. Now, there's 3 things here for cancellations. The hotel has a cancellation right here. The airline has a cancellation if you do get one, okay? And FunJet has a cancellation policy. I tell my client, I just need a week prior so I know if you're going or not, right? Because if I don't let them, if I don't cancel within a certain amount of time of FunJet's policy, well, then FunJet has a policy too, right? They're losing money. So I always tell them, I need a week. Just let me know a week if you're not going. I can put all the information in. You can add a car, right? You can add transportation. You can add a car if you want. It tells you the travel protection, that there's full credit. Okay, you can get credit. So this is, again, just credit. So you can do another trip and you can read the details, or there's cash refund for their full amount of what they're getting back. So it's $739 and change per total. If you're doing this option or any of these, this option, you're not getting that money back if you cancel. That's for FunJet. They're losing money. They have the travel protection. You're not getting the $739 back. You'll get everything else back. Again, you can add a car. Okay, so up here, if I wanted to change the hotel, I can. See, change hotel, change flight. What if I like the flights, but I just wanted to change the hotel? I can click hotel. It'll keep my flight, and I just have to change the hotel. Okay, so it's just gonna go back to, it's gonna go back to the hotel options. See, back to the hotel. Okay, let's go back to the strip. Yep, so it brings me back to the strip exactly where I had. Okay, there it is. Brings me back to where it was. So that if I wanted a different option, okay, that was this one. So what if I wanted a different one? Maybe closer to the strip here. Let's see, closer to the strip. Excalibur's right there as well. Excalibur is just fine too. So again, Royal King, you can click on here and it'll tell you what you get with it. That's all the same things, right? If I choose the room, I can choose the room I want. If I want a Royal King, I can choose that one, which I think is already selected for me. Select. And then it's going to bring us back to the checkout because I already kept the original flight outbound and return. See, now it just changed the hotel, but it kept the same flight. And of course, a different cost. So then I can look and see the booking administration that it's now $216 and change for commission. So it went up because I got a different type of hotel. So it's the same thing. You can go to checkouts here and it'll go to the checkout. Features, if I click on features, it gives me all other excursions. Of course, Viator has even more excursions.
Courtney, I don't mean to interrupt. Where it says rentals, can you add rental car right there?
Of course, yep. You can click on rental car. Even if you didn't do that at the beginning, and then you're just like, oh, I want to add a rental car. You can add a rental car. Gives you the cost.
Cool.
You can look at the,
Awesome.
even if I remember, I only did a flight and hotel at the beginning. What if I wanted to add a car and I'm like, oh yeah, should have added a car. I could do that now, right?
Okay.
You read the policies, right? The deposits, because there's certain companies that you can't use a debit card with. There's some you can, right? The rules of, how old you need to be. So all those things come into play when you're working with a client.
Okay, cool. I have like a package that I need to bundle for a client that wants to go to Clearwater. So I was just curious.
Yep. You can do that car, at the beginning, or you can add it at the end. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is going to show you on their features only a very small amount of things to do. Viator has more things to do, but you can do, transportation if you want to add transportation or private transfer during travel. So if you're there and you're at the hotel and something happens, like you can make sure if you want the add the during travel, because it's different than travel protection before and after, right? This is during the trip. So you can add all of that. And there's a couple, fun things to do here if there's obviously more. Okay, so let's go to the checkout. Okay, so on my checkout here, I already have presented this to my clients. My client agrees, yes, I like it, no problem. Now, when I go here, so let's go to the bottom. Balance due, 5,000, right? Deposit, here's your deposit, July 18th, $3,542.16. So 3,542.16 divided by 4 people. So it's $885.54 per person for a deposit. Now, if you take a look, it says deposit is due July 18th. Today's the 15th. That means, guess what? I can put this trip on a hold. What if Judy wanted to go talk to her husband? I can put this on a hold until the 18th. I usually tell them a day prior, like the 17th, just in case I don't hear from my client. I'm like, I haven't heard from her, right? So I would probably put the 17th. To do that, all I need to do is input everybody's name, all the travelers. I need their name. I need their, what does it go from the beginning here? I need their name, their date of birth. You put your email, always your email, right? Their phone number, your email. Why? Because if you book this trip, it's going to go to them. And if you put this on hold, it's going to go to them and you have no control over it. It is now out of your hands. So put your email. Okay. So as long as you have everybody's information, whatever it shows on the driver's license, that's what you need to input, not nicknames, not anything else, short names. So all the stuff needs to get inputted. You skip the payment and you click required to complete and complete booking. It's going to give you a booking number. You're just holding it. If they're not going, come back and cancel it. Okay. If you are doing it right then and there, or you're coming back to it, that's when you input the card payment. Now there's 4 people going on this trip. You can do up to 10 cards. So each person can actually pay their own $885 and deposits without you owe me, you owe me, you owe me. If they want to do that, that's fine. That's up to them. Right? But they can do their own. You're going to need all their information. When you're qualifying them, you need their name, you need their address, right? The only thing you should have them on the phone is with the payment, right? You say, okay, Brittany, I have all of the information inputted. I am ready for the card number when you are. Now, before you go into this, just like customer service, guys, if you're calling Walmart, T-Mobile somewhere and your customer service, they're going to go over everything before you go ahead and put that payment on. Okay, that would be, okay, Brittany, so I have you going to Las Vegas on September 15th. You're going to leave at 6 a.m. on United. You have about an hour layover and you're going to get to Las Vegas at 9:30. You're going to be returning on September 18th, leaving at 7:17 in the morning. You'll arrive in Louisville, Kentucky about 4 o'clock. You do have about an hour layover as well in Denver. You're going to stay at the Excalibur. You have 2 rooms at a king royal room for a king bed for 2 people per room. Okay. You did decline travel protection. So if they decline it, that's fine. You have to make sure you put that in there. So you did decline travel protection. You can ask them on the spot, would you like travel protection? We don't know what's going to happen between now and September. We just don't know. Okay. Okay. And you inputted all their information. So then you'll go back here. Okay. Now, Brittany, I have all of your information. I'm ready for the card when you are, right? You'll put in the type of card and you put in the card information, the expiration, the security, and the amount. And now we only did it for 1. So if you do it for 4, it'll change it. You just have to adjust the amount per person. Now you have all the information and make sure you just relay everything. Okay, go over everything, the spelling, make sure everything is spelled correctly. Okay. And before you hit complete, are you ready to go on your vacation? That would be to anybody. Okay, Rebecca, last question. Are you ready to go to Las Vegas? And you're like, I'm so ready. Okay, awesome. I'm going to hit complete booking and you'll go ahead and complete the booking. You'll get a booking number at the top.
Can I ask a question, Courtney? When you did the commission, where do you go again to see that commission?
Sure, it's at the top at the booking administration. So that means you'll get $216.77. You can add more commission if you would like. You're not going to get that up front. You can add more commission to it. It'll change the cost. So if I wanted to add an extra $50 for myself, that's great. Now I'm getting $261.77. Of course, it will change the price per person now, right? Because we added $50.
Okay.
You want to do it that way, you can. You will not get the money up front. If you want the money up front, you have to tell your client you do charge a service fee. Okay, Miss Liz, I can do this booking for you. I'll have it done in about 24 to 48 hours. I do charge a $25 per person service charge. That is for you, personally for you, not Archer Evolution's paying that. You're charging their client a service fee, a booking fee, an admin fee, whatever you want to call it, separately to Square, Cash App, Zelle, however you want. That's up to you. But that's extra money in your pocket. That's called instant commissions. Or not sure about that yet, you can go to here and add it. You will not get the money if you will not get the money until they come back from the trip. You have to wait. So either you can wait, or you can ask for a booking fee up front, up to you.
And I got a question.
Caitlin?
So like my whole thing, what I don't understand is, so everything's booked payment wise. So like they're paying me and then I'm gonna pay the site. So how does that work exactly?
No.
That's where I'm confused at.
Nobody's paying. No one's giving you, never take payment from somebody else. Always see, I'm inputting their card. Who's this, Caitlin?
Right.
Right?
Yep, this is Caitlin.
Yeah, I'm inputting your card. Okay, hi, Caitlin. Yes, I am ready for the card when you are. Just like customer service, when you order something online, they're taking your card over the phone, right?
Okay, so anytime that I'm booking, it's always just gonna be right at that time, boom.
Yeah.
Like their info. Okay.
Yep, just like normal customer service, if you're calling T-Mobile, Apple, Amazon, wherever, they're taking your card over the phone. They need to have your proper spelling of your name. They need
Yep.
the
Okay.
address and the card.
I got you. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, it's all the same customer service, right? The only time that you never take check, never pay for somebody's stuff, because what if they can't go? What if they gave you money, Caitlin, and you used your card to pay for this trip? And then all of a sudden they can't go and they want money back. Well, you can't because it's not refundable, and you have no way because you already bought, I don't know, you paid rent already, right?
Yeah, okay, that's what was getting me. Okay, now it all makes sense.
Never do that. That's very risky because, yeah, just always take the card over the phone. Now that it's booked, does everybody understand that? Everybody good so far? I'm not looking at the chats, but yes.
I
I have a question.
Yep, go.
I have a question. Why would I need to add extra commission? I know that you said that it's for a service fee, but I'm not quite sure about that.
You don't have to add any kind of extra money, Liz, at all. It's a choice. If I'm doing all the work, I am going to charge you a service fee, Liz. Yes, I'm doing all the work. It's $25 per person, Liz. That's $100 in my pocket right today.
Okay, so it's for now, not for later.
Yeah, that's now. I'm charging you a service fee, instant commissions. I need $100 today.
Gotcha.
You want your services free, and you don't tell them that you charge a fee.
Oh, okay, that's where I was getting it. Okay,
It's a
I got it now.
I
Yeah.
made you charge. It's like if you go on the movies and you go to order movie tickets online, they charge you an extra fee. Somebody else is on the other side doing the work, right? Someone else is making you money. So you might as well just either charge a fee. You don't have to. You want to add extra money on the booking administration? Go ahead. You don't have to, right? You're going to get paid regardless. But if you want the extra money, sure, why not? I charge a booking fee. If I've got 18 people coming, I had 18 people go to Las Vegas. I charge them $25 a person. That's $450 in my pocket. Done. Plus the commission money I'll get when I come back, yes. Right? Let me go in the chat box here. Some questions.
Question is as well, Courtney. When we input in the credit card information at the very bottom, we have to fill out, so say for instance, it's 10 people we're booking for at the bottom. We have to fill out 10 credit card authorization forms.
there's 10 people going, sure. If you, Judy, are like, oh, I need to split this into 2 cards, then you do 2, and you'll do 2 cards. Not, it could be the same, 2 different cards. If you're going, if all 4 of you are going, you can do 4 cards. Hey, brother, I need your card. I need your card number. Hey, sister, I need your card number so you can pay for this.
Right, because some people, like you stated before, if they want to pay on their own, then in other words, if there's 10 people going, everyone wants to pay separately, there needs to be 10 credit card authorization forms, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, so 10 payments. Every time you process it, you have to do that. What do you say if someone's insisting to no hotel? Then I just ask them, I just tell them up front, especially if it's a certain one and they're shopping. Are you shopping around? Have you looked at something? Because the people that are shopping, they don't care. You have to ask your client up front, are you ready to book in the next day or 2? Well, I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. Why are you guys doing the work if you're going to do everything now and you're going to have to redo it again in 2 weeks from now? I can just tell them, I will give you a cost of approximately how much things would be right now, and then I'll have to redo it later. If are you shopping around, like, oh, I'm shopping around, I found this, and that. I honestly just tell them up front, if I give you the whole name of the hotel, I do have clients out there that have done me wrong, and you know what, this is my business, right? This is a business. This isn't a hobby. This is a business. Okay. There are friends out there that do it. Why can't I know the name? Well, you're not paying for the name. You're paying for the room and everything that comes with the room. So I'm never going to give you something that's not good. If I'm not going to stay in it, then you're not going to stay in it, right? Find a place that you would put your own family members. Does that make sense? If I'm not going to stay in there, why would I put somebody else there? I've honestly never had that problem usually before. But so here we have do they put the deposit? Deposit is done. Okay, so they can actually make payments on this until really August 1st, right? But they might as well just pay the whole thing now, because I mean, if they want to put the deposit down and then pay the last day of July, they can do that, no problem. If this was a later date, let's just say this was, August of next year. Let's just pretend it was August of next year, right? $5,061.26 minus the deposit, which is $3,542.16. Balance is $1,519.10. I took the full payment minus deposit. Here's the balance. Let's just say this was August of next year, right? July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so we've got what? Let's just do 12 months for now. So 12 months. So $126.60 a month to pay this off if this was next year, right? That's pretty cheap. Okay. And I didn't even divide it by 4 people. So by 4 people, each person pays $31.65 a month to pay this off by next year if this was a next year trip. Yes, you manually have to go in here and input each month how much. I say monthly, but guess what? They don't have to pay monthly. I'm just telling you monthly. It doesn't matter if they tell me $20 next week, $100 in 2 weeks from now, right? It doesn't matter. As long as it's paid in full by the due date, that's all that matters to me. I'm just telling them a monthly cost. Now, it also says pay monthly here, right? Which is called Uplift. Guys, I've never used this. I don't even bother with this, okay? Why? Because 1, they're going to check your credit score. And by the time you actually pay for the trip, you're actually paying more. It's like care credit. You're paying more in this with the percentage than you just pay the trip. Plus, we have another option called Tin Leg. You can look at the Travel Cafe for a better option for insurance if they wanted the insurance. But with the monthly cost, don't bother. It's just so ridiculous. They're going to pay more than it is with the $5,000 then. And plus they have to check their credit score. And I believe it's only 1 person. So it's kind of messy. I've never used it in 6 years I've been doing this. Do you guys have any questions so far? Okay. So now that the whole thing is booked, you have a booking confirmation. You need a couple of things before you give them the full details of the itinerary. Okay, so Angelina, okay, great. Congratulations, you're going to Las Vegas. Woohoo! I am going to send you a credit card authorization form. It's just stating that you authorized me to charge the card today. And every person that did the payment, every person needs to have a credit card authorization form that they said, yes, charge my card $800 today. Yes, charge my card $800 today, right? So each person would have to have one. So I'm going to send you a credit card authorization form. I just need you to sign it, just stating that you authorized me to charge the card. Also, if you are charging a service fee, guys, you need that money, right? And the $25 per person for the service fee as well. And the front and back, a photo of the front and back of your driver's license. Once I have all three of those items, then I can go ahead and send you an email with the full itinerary of your vacation. I need that back. When you email them, two things. You can make it as fancy as you want, right? Have your business name up top or a logo. Dear Brittany Austin, thank you for booking your upcoming trip to Las Vegas. Here are your details: hotel, flight, confirmation number, da, da, da. If you don't want to do it that way, you can click the email. You can email this to yourself and just edit out all the things you don't want, right? Because your name isn't 90221, right? Put your business name, World Explorer Travel. Right? Go ahead and put all the items in there. When you email to yourself, you can take this out, whatever you want to take out. Honestly, I don't even do that. I literally just email them going, thank you for booking your upcoming trip with me. Here are your details. Okay, your mentor will definitely go through that with you on how to put that together if you would like that option. Remember, customer service, just like when you order something from Amazon or from the store, you get an email that you ordered something. It's very nice looking, right? You can read it very well. Okay, make sure that you go and have all that other items back, your credit card authorization form and everything. Does everybody know where the credit card authorization form is located? Yes, no, no. Okay, guys, make sure that you're going into the Travel Cafe. Let me go ahead and stop screen share. You go into the Travel Cafe so you know exactly where all these items are. Play around with it. I know, ladies, you go on these websites and clicking around for purses and shoes and the latest dress. Well, go ahead and go to the Travel Cafe and start clicking around on things. Don't be scared. You're not going to break it. Screen share again. Okay, because the Travel Cafe has a lot of good stuff in there. You don't want to miss anything. Okay, so we're in the Travel Cafe. Okay, you'll click Forms and you click Credit Card Authorization Form. Okay, so it's all here. Now I suggest I don't do an electronic signature because I want a real signature. Electronic signatures don't look the same as a normal signature as well. So you can download the credit card authorization form and you can just fill it out. I fill out the whole thing. My computer's so slow today. I fill out the whole thing except for the signature. There is a separate video on how to put that together, but you're just literally just filling it in. And it looks like my computer is very slow or the internet's really slow. Okay. There you go. But they need an actual signature. They can print it, email it back to you. They can send a a copy of it on a text message. So whatever works best, you can go ahead and do. It's slow, but it is here. Yeah, it's not letting me click on anything because my computer's Too many tabs, that's what it is. You got too many tabs going on right now. It's totally blank. Okay, we'll have to go back to it. But it is there. You just go ahead and fill it out. Okay, please ask your mentor for help on your first handful of bookings until you get comfortable enough doing it. But this is really the same method you're going to do for anything. Qualify, do the research, deliver, put your commission, your credit card authorization forms in. Okay, once you have all that back, then you can go ahead and send them the itinerary. Okay, at that point, you can go ahead and fill out your commission tracking form. So let's go to the commission tracking form, which is your personal website at evotravelagent.com. Okay, so it's here, commissions, commission tracking form on evotravelagent.com, which is your website. You choose the type. This was a package, which was a flight and hotel. You put in your client's information, your client's first name, last name, their phone number, when they're leaving, going, the supplier, right? We did FunJet. You put the reservation number, you click continue, and you'll put the total cost, and it'll ask you for the commission amount. So if you go back, commission was $216.77. That's what you put on your form. And then you submit. So when you submit it, okay, you'll see submitted commissions. When you submit, so you can see all the things you've worked on. And of course, then you'll be able to see the paid commissions when you get paid. And don't forget to contact your client before they leave. Hey, Joy, I hope everything's going to go well. Hope everything is good. You need anything? Don't forget to check into your flight 24 hours. When they come back, follow up with them. How was everything? Did everything go well? Right? They can write you a review on your business page. Okay. So again, just think customer service. How can you improve yourself with your clients? Okay. Questions, guys, before I let you go? Okay. Did that help you guys a little bit? And once you get the hang of it, honestly, it's just a rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. That's all it is. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
I appreciate you, Courtney. Thanks so much.
No problem, guys. And guys, make sure if you're new, take your time, talk to your mentor, make sure you have all the qualifications, make an appointment with them, okay? And they'll be able to walk you through everything. But make sure you have all the stuff because we don't know what to ask you, okay? So if you have any further questions, please go to your chats, your mentor, gold or platinum leader. Go ahead and put in the in your team chats your experience, so at least they can. There's more people that can come. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a great Friday. Be safe this weekend. Have fun, and I will see you guys at the beaches of the world. If not, I will see you at the bank. Have a good one. Bye, guys.